Sorry about that. I hope you guys are still hanging out.
Very good. Yes, it looks like it's up now.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! We
Right.
can see
Verily
things.
and good, and we're all happy again.
Yes.
Everything is fine. There's just some ominous mist just spilling into the fray.
Now, me and Barry, we need to make perception checks. Is that right?
Barry got a 19, so it's just you.
Barry
But
got a
you've already
19.
noticed what's happening, so it's okay.
All right. Cool. What is it, Narbel?
That mist gives me a bad feeling. And look, I know we just got these things off, but I really think they're important. He grabs the crowns and hands one to each of you guys.
Well,
are you kidding me? I never want to put this thing on again.
No,
Put it
Sparrow.
on, just
Sparrow.
hold on to it for the moment.
The thing is that when we had the crowns on in the water, we were able to breathe the water. It's part of this. It's part of this test, I think.
Are you both sure?
If we don't wear it, we're very likely going to die.
Well,
I mean, the thing is that I put my crown on. That they're Fae, and they like to play with us, but they're not just trying to kill us straight away. This crown is part of their entertainment. If we die, then they won't be entertained. I think.
Well, I'm gonna put it on, but I'm only gonna put it on because I trust your words.
Well, I hope I'm right.
Narbel does too.
What do you mean you hope you're right? I've got it on my head now and you hope you're right?
So do I.
Really?
I'm sorry. I hope. That's all I can say, Sparrow. I'm so glad you're back, Sparrow. I was so worried about you.
I'm here now. I'm here and ready for whatever that is.
What do you think it is? What's going on?
Looking around, are there any obvious tracks or any signs or something near us?
You seem to be in sort of like a hallway. So there's walls on either side of you, and towards one end there is a corner where the mist is coming around, and to the other end there isn't anything coming from that direction. But it is quite dark. It doesn't look like there's a lot of light. In fact, the only light that you can really see is coming from the crowns that you're wearing atop your head, which are glowing.
Dancing lights.
Dancing lights, all right.
6 dancing lights.
As the dancing lights fill the area, you see that these walls are indeed made of stone, but they also have a white material in them.
Oh.
That looks almost organic.
Did we happen to get a long rest in anywhere, or was it we're still on the same spell slots and...
You find you've had a short rest in between the time. You seem to have like woken up, and you thought it was directly after the events of the flood, but it seems you've actually been asleep for a while, and that's how they managed to get Edith out, because you remember going to sleep with her.
Right.
You remember her appearing with
So
you.
I'm going to take a short rest then.
Okay.
Mementos roll in the head
Barry, you
points.
don't have to because you're at full.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to roll 1 hit die and see what I get for that.
Mm-hmm.
Did it roll? I can't tell.
You've got to mark off the dice that you roll and then roll it manually.
Oh, okay. So roll it manually. So it's a D6 plus 1.
If I
It's 4.
D6,
I'll do
If
another
I
one.
play-
odds, and rogues D8s.
2. So I've gotten. What did I say? There's 5 hit points. 5, 7. I have to use 3 hit dice.
Do it. Treat yourself.
Yeah. Okay. After 3 hit dice, I'm back to full.
While we are collecting ourselves, can we investigate mindful of the mist, investigate the organic-looking white bits in the wall?
Do we still
Make
have?
a nature check.
Do we still have temporary hit points?
Yes.
Okay. So we can make nature checks or just.
Nature check.
Well, okay.
That's a 4. I've never seen organic things in my entire life.
You have no idea what this is.
I got
I
a.
have
It's
no
white.
idea what
It's
these
hard.
white things is.
I got a 9 for this nature check. Do you want me to roll for Sparrow?
Yep.
You get plus 0, but you got the best of all, 18.
Sparrow, you are familiar with this, as you have often used this material to whittle
Oh my
flutes
god, my
or
camera's done it
instruments.
again. bark.
It is bone.
Bone. I don't want to disturb you both, but
Yeah?
that material appears to be bone.
Oh, that's good. Nothing quite like bone decor.
Yeah, yes.
Whose bone is it, Sparrow?
I don't know whose bone it is,
How-
but I know it's bone.
How big are the
It's bone.
bones, Sparrow? Are they little bones like me, or are they big bones like Edith?
They're varied in size.
They're, let me put it this way, they're varied in size. If I play one of my instruments, does it echo?
Roll performance.
Okay.
All right, I'll hit your performance button. Plus 10 on this, and he rolled a 10, so it's a flat 20.
Flat 20, dirty 20.
Dirty
Right,
20.
you strike a chord on the instrument that you were playing, and the sound reverberates, almost echoing throughout the maze.
Now I turn the opposite way from the way I was turned when I played and play that way. What happens?
You strike another chord on the instrument that you play, and you're now facing towards the mist. As you strike the chord, the sound again reverberates off the walls, and you see that as it makes its way through the mist seems to part in sort of a tunnel-like shape and dance along the musical chord.
What do you reckon, Sparrow? Through the mist or the hole?
I play a happy tune to see what happens.
Can I suggest something to you all?
Go on.
Wait, no go.
What if I turn invisible and I go ahead?
That's as good a suggestion as any.
Yeah, why not? Off you go, but be careful, my friend. Be careful.
I don't like doing this.
Let me play a tune so it can open like it did, and then go ahead.
Perhaps your tune will be inspirational.
Yeah,
Hint, hint.
I got the hint. I got the hint. I'll give you inspirational tunes.
All right.
We'll call them inspirational tunes.
All right. So you're gonna use a bardic inspiration.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I will mark it off for your character when I can figure out where it is. On Sparrow, it must be under features and traits. Bardic inspiration. Okay, you've got one of those left. It's a bonus action to use.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have a bardic inspiration. Cool. And I give you bardic inspiration back by joining into your tune.
Okay.
So the thing is, you can't give it to yourself. We can only give it to each other. So that's my last bonus bardic inspiration, by the way,
Okay.
which you now have. So yay!
Yeah.
I don't like
Okay.
that. I don't like not having any left. Okay.
You're telling me I'm all out of lay on hands and several spell slots.
I know, right? It sucks.
Did I say short rest? I meant long rest. Why don't you take all those back?
All right.
You're a generous DM.
You are a generous DM.
I want to play games with her from now on. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Here
so
we go.
there was a long rest, and then the bardic inspiration.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. I'll give him my bardic, and he's taking a long rest as well. Actually, he doesn't need
he's
to.
singing,
'Cause he's already...
Let the wolves not fear you,
Not fear you.
but give
Not fear
you
you.
strength.
Strength. Right. And then I go and disappear.
You vanish from sight, and the two of you, Narbel and Sparrow, are left standing by yourselves in the absence of both Edith and Tom, with Sparrow continuing to play music on his instrument. Which direction do you walk?
So there is a passageway, and there is mist.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to take out a rope. From my bag of holding, I start taking out quite a lot of rope. And first of all, I tie the rope together So
Is the rope also invisible?
It is while I'm holding it.
Okay.
And it's I make it 150 feet of rope by tying it together. All
Okay.
right. Then I tap Narbel on the shoulder. Narbel.
Oh shit!
Narbel.
Oh, it's just you, Tom.
It's just me. I want you to hold this. And I grab his hand, his wrist, and I put the end of the rope in his hand. I want you to hold this very, very tightly. Don't let go of it because I'm on the other end. And I don't want to get tugged off somewhere and pulled away. Or lost. Or eaten or something. Something worse.
I got you. I got you, pal. I got you.
All right.
Narbel's just gonna also just tie it around his waist, just in case.
Okay, now I don't know whether the other end of the rope is invisible or how that works. It's really up to you, Caitlin, but I'm invisible. And I'm pretty sure
I think as long as you're touching the rope, it's invisible.
Okay, cool.
We're going to say that for the game.
And if I let go of it, it becomes visible again.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to just wrap it around my wrist a little bit so that I'm not going to just let go of it by accident. Okay.
Okay. And is this greater invisibility or just invisibility?
It's just invisibility. I don't have greater invisibility. I'm not that flash.
Cool.
Or
Good
do
to
I?
know.
No, I don't. Okay, so at that point, I go and have a peek down the corridor first.
Okay. You wander...
I'm going to use stealth if I can.
Okay. Can you roll stealth for me, please?
Do I have advantage on stealth as an invisible creature?
You do.
Okay. All right, here we go. And I am rolling 24.
24. You are as invisible as the shadows of this hallway. You make your way to the end of it, which is only about 45 feet from your companions.
Okay.
And you see that it, again, seems to split off into two directions. There doesn't seem to be
Which way?
any danger at the moment.
Left or right? Left. I'll go left.
Left?
And I start following with my hand on the wall.
Okay.
Can I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Can I smell anything? The perception is a 18.
Okay. It smells sort of mossy, sort of damp, very natural. You can hear the trickling of water, and you can hear the scuffles of feet from your companions.
Just
Otherwise, it seems like a empty, dark hallway.
Can I continue up that hallway to the end
can.
of the rope, basically till it starts to get taut, like not fully taut, but just starts to lift off the floor?
And it's 150 feet that you've got currently.
Yep.
You've just gone 45, so you turn the corner. Oh, what is happening? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my computer decided to do something weird.
Oh, today has been that day, man.
That kind of day.
Yeah.
The ghosts are about.
Yeah.
Anyway, you again, it's split off. You've got turned left, and you follow down another section. This seems about like 65 feet until you come to another turn.
Is that one left or right? Or both?
That one is just right.
Just right. Okay, so it's sort of going back kind of in the direction that I was, but further down.
Correct.
Okay, and is the hall the same width? How wide is this hallway?
It's about 10 feet across.
It's quite wide. How tall is it?
When you look up, it seems to go up at least 100 and something feet just from the guideline, and it also seems to curve inwards.
This
So there
is
is the barest form of darkness above that you surmise could be the night sky, although you can't see any stars.
This is a maze in the fairy realm, I think. This is some kind of labyrinth. I need to go back. I think I'll go and have a look at the mist. I wander back to them.
Okay. You find them easily as you've attached a rope.
All right. Getting back there. Hey, JoJo's with us, and thank you for subscribing again. Yay!
Whoop whoop.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Yep, so I go back to where they are. I come out of what I think is a labyrinth, and now I'm going to just go and wander off into the mist carefully. I choose a direction in relation to the gate of the labyrinth. So perhaps directly across from it or something like that, but something really specific that I can keep in my mind.
I'm muted. Sounds good. So you keep going and you're trying to pad your way back to your companions, which you easily do as you found rope, and you're going towards the mist. As you go towards the mist, can you make a perception check for me?
Yep. That is a 16.
Very good. As you enter the mist, you see that it actually seems to move away from you.
Oh.
Even though you're invisible, the mist can almost feel your presence.
I put my hand out to sort of touch it and see if it moves away from me.
It moves away.
Oh. I run back to these guys.
You find that the mist has actually started to spread. It's a lot closer to your companions now.
All right.
You think he's gonna come back soon?
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
I wind the rope back up as I get back closer to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm still invisible. I'll be that way
What
for perhaps up to an hour.
What did you see while you were gone?
Okay, so firstly, inside that gateway, I think it's a labyrinth or a maze. The walls are very, very high. I don't think we can climb out. Or if we do, it will be very, very dangerous. And I don't think you can see the sky in there either. It's some sort of fairy maze, I think. Behind us, where the mist, it just seems to keep going. I didn't get to the end of the rope, but the mist was acting strangely. It would move away from me as I approached it, and it would, as I walked through it, it just shifted. As I reached out to touch it, it pulled away, like almost like it was thinking, like it could tell I was there.
So you're just based on that. Doesn't sound like your invisibility is going to be much of an advantage in there. If I'm gonna make an opinion on something, I'd say we go the way without mist. That way, you can get a jump on anything with your etherealness.
I'm not ethereal, Narbel, but
Ethereal
yes.
adjacent.
Oh, all right. I do like to be precise, but all right. I like your plan. I think that's what I would do as well. I think the mist is too dangerous. I don't trust it. I think it's the edge.
I'm inclined to agree. Sparrow, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking,
Is Sparrow
Let's
still
see.
playing at this point?
let's see. Yeah. Let us see if the mist will follow us wherever we go.
All right.
So as we start making our way down the hallway without the mist into the darkness.
So
And you're still playing your instrument, Barry?
Yeah.
I'm going to shorten the rope to about 30 feet. And if Narbel, I'll just go ahead 30 feet from you, up ahead.
Okay, I've still got it tied around my waist.
Good. All right. I'll just
Russell, you have been given inspiration from Jojo.
Oh, woot, thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you so much. All right. So I am going to go creeping ahead. Sneakity sneak, 30 feet. Do we go left or right here?
I'm gonna flip a coin. I'll just roll a d10. 1 through 5 is left. 6 through 10 is right.
Okay.
Let's go left.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to. Can I hold a spell? Oh no, wait. No, actually I could do that. No, I can't. That's concentration. Fuck it. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to hold fairy fire, but no. It wouldn't
You're
work.
invisible, and
Yeah.
you would drop invisibility.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a waste. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Okay, no worries. You continue left down the corridor. Are you stealthing? Are you
Yes, I
making
am.
noise?
As I say,
what's happening?
I'm creeping ahead, and I'm going back to these two to ask for their opinion about which direction to go at each corner.
And I'll stop singing if he's, ahead creeping.
Okay.
Do you want me to make a new stealth check?
Yes, please.
Still with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's more like it. 25.
You are like a raindrop in a river. You continue down this corridor, invisible to those that might be able to see or hear you. You are like the night. As you continue down this hallway, there is more smell of moss. There is more tricklings of water. And you come to another passageway. But this one has a 3-directional pathway.
What I do is I tug the rope. I come back to them and I say to Narval, if I tug the rope, it means come to me, all right?
All right, that's a good plan. What do you hear? What's happening?
There's 3 passages up ahead. Come and see.
Okay.
How are you communicating?
I went back to him.
you
Actually,
went back.
you know what?
Okay.
I've got message. Why am I doing it this way? Yeah, I'm just going to message Narbal or Sparrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'll stick with the tugging, though, because it's even quieter. I think I actually do have to speak. Do I have to speak? I can whisper a message, but tugging the rope's even quieter than that.
Also, a message would break invisibility.
Why?
Because it's a spell.
No.
No?
It's,
Is it not?
It's as long as it's not
concentration
it's only
spell
concentration
with
spells that
invisibility.
would break it.
But invisibility drops as soon as you cast a spell or make an attack.
Really? Any spell?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I'll just check that.
Feel free to double check.
Yeah, I'm just going to check. Sorry, invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. You were right. Okay, so tugging this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're right. I learned a
No
thing.
worries.
All right. While you're here, what's up ahead?
I don't know. Three entrances, 3 passages, 3 ways forward.
I think we should go our separate ways. Each one down. I'm joking. That's not.
Yeah, I was about to. I was about to make that same joke.
You're gonna split the party?
I was
Easy
going to make.
pickings.
The joke, hoping that you guys would be able to talk me out of it.
Oh, and you found that funny, did you? You found that funny, did you?
It's just you gotta find humor in these situations.
Narbel, you're very strange. This is not a time to be joking. We need to find Edith.
Just like Sparrow, I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure, are you?
If she starts attacking us, we're really gonna know about it,
It'll be loud. Anyway, I think
And
let's go
painful.
forward. It's we haven't encountered anything so far. There's no reason to say we'll encounter anything that way.
All right, I'll tug the rope to tell you that everything is fine.
Cool.
To move forward. Okay.
What'll you do if there's trouble?
I'm already gone by that point. I go back to the 3 thingies.
So did he give you an answer to that question?
And I tug the rope.
Honestly, I can't tell if he's waiting to thinking about it still, or if he's gone ahead. Oh, it's all good. We have to follow now.
You look like you're playing with yourself. Come on, let's go.
Now's not the time for playing with myself. I'm in company.
Shh, keep it down, you 2.
Okay.
Oh,
There could be a monster in here or something, guarding the labyrinth.
Are you going forward, left, or right?
What do you think? I can see what's around each of those corners and see if there's something particular in one of them.
While we're here, Caitlin, are there any in the light of our headlamps, head crowns,
And
crown lamps, cramps? Sorry.
Cramps.
am I
Are there
dancing? Oh, yeah.
Are there any identifying markers across any of these 3 walkways, like tracks or letterings, anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
I was going to ask, are my dancing lights possibly still going because I cast them before I went invisible?
Are they also concentration?
Yeah, they are. Okay, fuck it. No, never mind.
Sneaky. 14.
14. Can you roll a d20 for me? Just a straight roll.
Straight roll? Okay. I've got so many plus zeros, it may as well be.
It's almost
10.
Very good. Okay. You can see written on the wall And do you speak Sylvan?
I only speak Common and Orc.
Common Orc. Okay, you see a scroll of intricate lettering that you are unsure what it says.
This is beautiful penmanship.
What you looking at?
Oh, that sign there. I just can't read it.
Can I speak any of those?
You speak Common, Elven, and Thieves' Cant. I was just looking at that.
Yeah.
I don't speak it either. Draconic, Elvish, and Giant.
I feel like Elvish might be close to Sylvan, so you
Kinda
might
like
be able.
Spanish and Italian.
Kind of like Spanish and Italian and French. Very similar.
Uses the same
Not-
letters, but different pronunciation and writing, different words, different vocabulary, different syntax.
Yes. Very much that. You make out sort of just a letter here or there. Even sometimes you see a word. You see the word star, questing, elevate, and leads.
I'm at the other end of the rope at this point, 30 feet ahead, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to follow the left-hand path.
The left-hand path?
Yeah. And I'm going to go 30 feet and see what's there. Still stealthing?
Still stealthing?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to roll a D1 a percentile dice for me, please?
8 percentile dice, certainly.
This can only be good.
73.
73. At the end of the hallway, you see a figure.
Can I burp as a reaction? Just kidding.
If you'd like to, you can, but...
Okay, I see a figure. All right. And can I tell anything about this figure, like their shape, their size, their height? Do they have horns? Are they carrying a weapon? Are they wearing robes?
They are slumped against the wall, and they are sitting, and their head is bowed, and... how's your dark vision? Do you have dark vision?
I'm a halfling. I do not have
You're
dark
halfling,
vision.
no, okay. You just see the silhouette of a slumped figure leaning against a wall with their head bowed.
Do they look like they're feeling sorry for themselves?
How close do you want to get to them?
I'm going to sneak up to them.
You're going to sneak up to them?
How long is my rope at this point? I mean, I've still got 150 feet.
You've still got 150 feet, you're fine.
I'm going to unravel the rope a little bit further and see. But I will hold a burp.
Okay.
I'm like...
I'll allow it.
And if anything happens... Okay, so I'm holding a burp. And I move forward stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to investigate this figure.
This figure is not alive. They have what seems to be a darkness that spreads from their neck down their chest.
Can I make a medicine check?
Yes, you can.
I'm not very good at medicine. But I did roll a natural 20.
This is a recent kill. This person's body is still warm, their blood is still thick. It looks like it might have just stopped pooling.
Yondala.
It is the body of an elf with who is wearing similar accoutrement to you, except their armor is not white, it is red.
Who are you, elf? I start looking for some sort of sign to tell me who it is.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation 15.
You find that he has been looted. There doesn't seem to be any special artifacts on this body, but you do see on his forehead the imprint of something that was sharp and seems to span the cranium in a circlet.
Like a crown.
Like a crown.
I probably feel that on his head. Because it's dark. Oh dear. I need to find the others. I go back to the others.
Okay.
Stop bickering, you two!
What? We were just sitting in silence.
Oh, I assumed you were bickering.
No, I was just enjoying the silence.
There's somebody up there. They're dead. A dead elf. They had a crown. It's missing. Some kind of magic killed him. Him or her. Is it a him or a her, Caitlin?
It was a girl. It was a woman.
Someone killed her.
I could revivify. Oh no, I can't do that. Unless she's been dead for like a minute.
Do you have a lot of diamonds for that?
I don't. I got a couple.
All right.
Let me see what the verbiage of the spell is.
I think
within the last minute, yeah.
The Fae, yes, she's died within the hour, though. She's still warm. You could try.
I could give it a go.
Will you lose those diamonds if you do? I mean, it's not that she doesn't deserve to have another chance. It's just that, well, she could be an enemy, and also, what's worse is one of us could lose our lives, and then we wouldn't be able to save us if you'd used all the diamonds.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to just leave her.
I searched her to see if she'd been looted. I need you to go and have a look with your dark vision to see if you can see tracks, because somebody must have done this.
I'll go and have a look.
We'll jauntily head on over.
All right, I'll lead them there.
You're leading them back?
Yeah, with the rope.
You find her.
What's the space around her look like?
There is a pool of dark blood around her body. It looks like her throat had been slit, and it's just sort of flooded down the armor and around. There is scorch marks against one of the walls, and there seems to be footprints of not one, but at least 3 other people.
How badly do we want to fight?
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want to go home, Narbel.
So we either go this way, when we're almost guaranteed to fight, or we try go another way and sneak our way out.
Maybe.
I don't think, judging by what has befallen us already, that this is a place where we're not going to fight.
Sparrow, don't say that.
True, but there's something to be said about seeking a fight when it's unnecessary.
We have one advantage. I am invisible.
That's true.
Yes.
All right.
Do we continue this way, and I'll keep looking. And if we find that there's a troll or I don't know, some nasty, horrible monster up ahead, then I'll come back and we can find another route.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea, Tom. And I'd rather know that there's an enemy ahead of us than behind us.
This conversation is cut short by a blood-piercing scream.
No.
From ahead of us?
From the direction that the body was, so straight ahead of you.
Okay.
Look up directly in that direction.
Yes, immediately so.
Suppose the choice is made for us.
You hear this noise continue to screech and scream, and it sounds like it's flying over you.
Get your heads down! Heads down!
Can I see anything above us?
There doesn't seem to be anything above you. There doesn't seem to be anything in this pathway, but you can hear screaming. And all at once, the sounds of a battle you can hear through the wall behind this unfortunate elf. There is the sounds of chains. There is the sounds of screaming. There is that high-pitched wail. And then you hear the sounds of screams and shouts of 2 men and a woman. Get away! Get away! Get away! Oh God! What is that? What is that? I don't know. We've got to get out of here.
We're all here in bondage. Let's go help him.
How do we find them? All right.
That away, I think, is our best bet.
Narelle, I'm not going to do anything but use my sling. If there's any kind of combat, I will stay out of it unless I absolutely have to, and then I will use magic.
You'll do your best, I know it.
All right, but I'm going to try and stay invisible if I can.
And we'll back you up, my friend. We'll protect you.
Thank you, Sparrow. Thank you. All right,
Ready.
Let's go.
Running towards the noise?
Yeah.
You run in the direction that you hear the noise, and you turn corner after corner, and when you reach where the sound was coming from, you see Make a perception check.
I want to make a stealth check too.
Okay.
Can I do that first?
And
Yes,
can
you
you
can.
do one for me as well? Because I would have
Okay.
still that one.
Stealth was for Sparrow. Hang on, I need to roll a fuck. No, that was my dice. My stealth is an 18. Sparrow's stealth is probably going to be higher than that, with a 22 for Sparrow.
I'm in plate, so there's probably no.
You're
point in
running.
doing
It's
it.
it's fine. And did you make the investigation check?
Yes,
Oh.
I got perception. I got a
Perception, sorry. 13. Okay.
Perception
It's
check.
very easy to see.
I rolled a natural 1 for the perception check.
Oh god! Oh no!
There, you're covering your one hand with your eyes because you don't want to see what you're about to come on.
Yeah, that's fair. Sparrow gets a what is this? Perception. Sparrow gets an 11.
An 11. Okay. The DC was 10. It's very easy. There is dark ichor lining the walls and splatter. There is a pit of a mass of some sort in the middle of the corridor.
What is
it,
Snarbell?
All I can see
There
is-
isn't anyone there anymore.
but nobody else is here.
I open my eyes.
I'm gonna pull out my sensor and just cautiously approach the mass.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna keep going until it becomes clear.
Be careful, Snarbell.
Okay. The
I'm
closer you get to
gonna-
the mass, you see, as you get close to it, it is a pile of leaves. They're golden and brown and red and orange. There's just a pile of leaves in the middle of this corridor.
Nothing to worry about. Just some leaves.
I-
I'm just gonna nudge it with my foot, just to like start. My aim is to
You're gonna
start
nudge the
clearing
leaves with
to see what might be underneath it.
I want to go down on my
Okay.
knees and put my
As you
hands through
clear-
the leaves.
Okay. So you touch the leaves?
Yeah. I put my
Very
hands
good.
through the
Okay.
leaves.
Yeah. As you disperse the pile of leaves, you see that there is a disc
What's this?
below it.
Sparrow.
It is reflective, and you can see your image. Well, you can't see because you're invisible. Now, Bella, you can see the sky reflected in this silver disc.
Sparrow.
Interesting.
What is it?
There's nothing written on it.
Is it a mirror?
Is
It
it
looks
a-
like a mirror.
Can I turn it over?
Definitely a mirror.
Can I turn it
Okay.
over? Can I?
You go to turn it over, but it looks like it is stuck in the ground. Your hands twist around the edge, and it seems like it is sealed into the dirt.
That's strange. I can't get it out.
Okay.
We don't want to break it, do we?
No.
Bad luck if you break a mirror.
This is the last place we need that.
I agree with that. We don't need any
I-
more bad luck than this.
Can I turn to have a look at how big is the room we're in?
You're still in a pathway.
We're still in a path.
You're still in a corridor, so it's still about 10 across, and then
Narbel,
it continues forward.
do you know any face stories about mirrors?
Do I know any face stories about mirrors?
Make a history check.
Do I know any musical stories about mirrors?
20.
20. Amazing. You know that mirrors have been said to hold trapped entities or could be used for portals. There is multiple folklore about mirrors in Fey legend. One tells of a sorcerer that was cursed into a mirror for being vain. Another tells of a spry young lad who used mirrors as gateways to travel between planes. And another one tells of a mirror self, a dark entity that could enter if one were to stare too long into a mirror and be replaced by a doppelganger.
There's a lot of stories. The Fae folk are really fond of mirrors.
Really?
Stories about using them as portals to other places.
Oh, maybe-
Them being used to trap people. A
Oh.
dark reflection coming out and swapping places with you. Lots of stories.
I pick up some dirt and sprinkle it across the surface of the mirror.
It seems to ripple, as though the surface of a watered lake.
Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it and I didn't like it.
Did it disappear?
Yes, it seems to have gone through the surface of the mirror.
I'm gonna stick my head in it.
No, don't do that! Narbel! That isn't that what
You're
happened?
gonna stick your head in it.
This is how Milford
Okay.
Brixton died.
Yeah, but
I
Now
told
they'll
you.
make a perception
No.
check for me.
I told you I'd get
Make-
even one day.
Why are you getting even? You went in of your own volition. 20.
20. Is it a dirty 20 or a natural 20?
It's a natural 20.
Oh my god, okay.
Ooh.
All of
It's a
my
natural
perception checks
20,
are plus 0.
Amazing. Alright. You stick your head through this mirrored surface. And on the other side, you see a maze. It's similar to where you've just come from. In fact, it looks almost exactly the same. There are leaves scattered around the ground, but your companions aren't there. And there seems to be a twirling mist. And, oh gods, that mist has a form, and a skeletal hand is coming out of the mist. A face twirls into existence. It opens its maw almost too wide for naturality, and it screams.
Gonna pull my head back in.
You gotta
Narbel.
pull your head back out? Okay.
I grab you.
Right, so
I've got to ask, what did you find? What did you find?
well, the good news is it's a portal.
I'm gonna slap the
to-
back of his head while I'm at it too.
I put my head in the mirror.
Tom, you put your head through the mirror, and you see this skeletal
I pull my head out. That's enough.
creature
That's enough.
just screeching, and it's now rushing towards you.
And I look up.
You pull your head back out.
Yeah,
you
I
go
pull
back.
my head up. I pull my head out, and I
look up?
look straight up.
I tell you what I do. I get my instrument
You
and
see another disc in the ceiling.
There's a
That is
ceiling.
also a surface that
There-
looks like the same as the one that you are below.
There's a ceiling here.
And this one there is. It seems to like the path is curled over. And where it meets there is a disc.
I step away from the disc. Probably trip over because I've got a short, tight rope now between me and Narbel.
Just above where you are.
I tug you away, Narbel.
Oh, okay.
You
What's
don't
that?
go near it.
You are
There's
Yeah, you saw that thing
well
too, huh?
away. You see a skeletal hand reach up,
I
grasp the edge of the outside of the mirror,
sing the
preceded by
highest.
another one, as they both come out, and it is slowly launching itself out of this mirror.
Let go of the rope now,
It
Narbel. Take it off.
Turns left, turns right, stares directly into Narbel and Sparrow's direction.
I make
and
a high pitched note with my instrument, the highest pitch I can get.
Okay, and
To what
what are
end?
you trying to do?
Mash the glass.
Smash the
Oh,
glass.
To smash the glass?
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, that's
Cunning.
that's very cool. I like that idea.
pretty
Make
cool.
a performance check with disadvantage.
Performance for Sparrow with disadvantage coming up. Disadvantage, here we go, and that is a 14. Could have been a
You
28, but it was a 14.
Send out the highest highest pitch note that you know how to play.
Do you want to use your bardic
reverberates
inspiration?
off the walls.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to use that if I could. I forgot I had it.
Bardic inspiration.
All right.
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
So add 3 to that, so 14, 15, 16, 17.
Doesn't hit. Sorry. Unfortunately, the sound reverberates off the walls. It's swirling, swirling, swirling. It seems to sort of make the mirror's reflection tremble.
Yeah.
But this creature is still pulling itself through the mirror, and I would like you all to
Can I get a surprise attack with invisibility?
Yes, you're invisible, so you can do a surprise attack if you'd
Actually,
like, but you would lose your
Right,
invisibility.
because attacks and spells will lose my invisibility, won't they? Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Initiative of 8 for Narbel.
Okay.
8 for Narbel.
All right. Initiative for me is an 8. And, oh, wait, that was Sparrow. Sparrow's initiative is an 8. My initiative is a... I also rolled an 8, but it's a 13.
What is...
Tom is a 13.
Okay, what is Sparrow's dexterity?
Sparrow's dexterity is +4. He has a 19
Okay,
dexterity.
and what's yours, Michael?
I got an 8 total. Oh, my dexterity, sorry.
8 total. No, I know,
Dex is
but I'm
plus
asking
2.
your dexterity because you rolled the same. +2, you are after. Sweet.
Okay, cool.
And the creature rolled a 16 +2, so they go first.
Cool.
Right. Okay. Well, it's still traveling through a mirror, so it's currently pulling itself out in its grotesque limbs, its skeletal being, it's screaming. I would like you... Roll initiative, that's perfectly fine. Can I get you guys to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom save.
Certainly.
All of you.
All of us. Okay, so Sparrow's wisdom save
Don't forget,
is...
when you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +2 to your saves.
So Sparrow gets 11 with that +2. Tom gets a 4 with that +2. Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's fu-
Yeah, I am rolling. Yeah, that's right.
It's funny you should mention that, Russell, because I also got a 4.
Oh crap! I hope the DC is not 11. Though,
Horror.
because-
Oh, wait,
And-
no, wait, hold on. I got a 8.
Can I use my? Can I? Well, what's the point in using bardic inspiration? There isn't any, right? Okay.
Okay, the DC is 13.
Oh,
The DC was 13.
We all failed.
You...
Woof.
That screech, that scream seems to trigger an almost primal terror inside of your heart, and you are all terrified. This creature is horrifying. It is swirling, it is deadly, and it is coming for you. And that's the end of its turn. Tom, what do you do?
I squeal really loudly.
You squeal? You scream?
Yeah, despite being invisible,
Okay.
I'm going to squeal really loudly and stagger backwards to the wall.
Okay.
And if I can hold something, I might hold a fairy fire. Probably no. I'm going to hold slow.
You can make a You're gonna hold slow.
Yeah, no, I don't break
At the end of your
invisibility
turn, you
by
can make a
holding-
saving throw again.
Do I break invisibility holding a spell, or only when it's cast?
I think words is written as when it's cast, so I will allow you to stay invisible whilst you hold that spell.
And if I don't
you
need
can
it-
also make a saving throw in order to break out of
no,
a
feral
holding spell
artifice
as
is right.
concentration.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm not going to hold a spell. I'm just gonna hide. Can I take the hide?
You're just gonna
action?
hide?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take the
And
hide action.
you can take the hide action
Yeah.
and repeat your wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. to see
Okay,
if
so
you
hide
can
action.
shake
I'm
off this.
invisible. Do I still have advantage on invisibility on the stealth check for the?
Yes.
Okay, that's good because otherwise it was very low. A 19 plus some stuff is 26 stealth.
Okay. You're still stealthed.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can break out of this terror?
I certainly would. And that is an 18, if I'm close enough to Narbel.
You succeed. That is fine. The petrifying terror and frightened condition comes off as you realize, my friends are in danger. I need to save them. I am safe. I am invisible. It can't see me. It's fine. Yes. And it is now Sparrow's turn.
Sparrow backs off and is trying to look for somewhere to hide.
Okay. So you take your movement and you
Yep.
run off to try and hide?
Yep.
Okay. Can you make a stealth check for me, please?
Do we still have healing potions with us?
Yeah, we didn't use any.
You still have healing potions.
Who's carrying them? Does Tom know who's carrying them and where they are?
I have
I
two
think
on me.
you
we
were
all had
healing
to
some.
run.
Because I want to just run around and heal people at this point, if it comes to that.
I think you have 2, and I think Narbel has 2, and I think Edith had 2.
Okay. Well, if somebody goes
So
down,
I
I'll
think-
come and pour potion in their mouth. Okay, cool. Sorry, back to you.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting.
No worries. So Sparrow's running away. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, Barry, to see if you can shake off the frightened effect?
Sparrow, wisdom saving throw. That is a flat 7.
Nah.
You fail. You are still terrified.
Yeah.
Narbel, it is your turn.
How far has Barry run from me?
What is your movement, Barry? Did you dash or did you just run your speed?
I ran at my speed. Because I was confused.
You ran at your speed? Okay, so he's about...
Yeah. I was confused as well.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Never seen this thing before.
He's about 35 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him, and I am going to, while I'm running, I'm gonna hold my sensor close to me. Oh nameless god of the hobgoblins. Oh nameless god of the goblins, we're not going down like this. I'm not going down like this. And I'm going to cast Heroism at 2nd level, and touch myself and Sparrow. Sparrow, you are no longer frightened. And until the spell, you're immune to the frightened condition until the spell ends. And every turn, you gain temporary hit points equal to my my spell modifier, which is +2. Cool. Yeah, that's it. So you're immune to frightening, and you have an extra +2 temporary hit points at the end of each of your turns.
Okay, right.
Very good. That means...
I'll have and as my bonus action, I guess I'm going to count my Fey gift into this to give you. I'm going to give you Spite. So next time you attack, next time you hit a creature, you have advantage to the next thing you want to do because I'm using a help action. But if it's to attack the creature in front of us, it gets disadvantage on its next attack roll. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is now the creature's turn.
Uh-oh.
It is now fully out of this mirror, and its face snaps towards the running creatures, and it is going to move... What is its speed? Ooh, very good. It is going to move directly up to Narbel and Sparrow, and it is going to... try and attack Narbel. Corrupting melee attack. That's an 8. Does that hit?
No. I'm afraid not.
It goes to swipe its menacing taloned hand, and it misses. You seem to duck out of the way, and its fingernails scratch across the wall, and sparks fly. Okay. And it is going to try it once more. 10, 11, 12. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
He's a paladin, dude.
It does not. Okay.
I did
Very
not
good.
hit
Its
her. I
second
did not.
hand
Oh, hi, Mark.
Wipes across the thin air as you again dodge out of the way, and it is enraged. All right, Tom, what are you doing?
I'm presently hiding, and it's going to just stay that way. I take out a potion of healing and prepare it so that I can give it to anyone that gets hurt.
Okay, no problem. Would you like to hold an action in case you need to move and
You know what I do
administer?
is, I'll tell you what
this?
I'll do. I'll take out my slingshot, and I take out a walloping bullet, and I load it into my slingshot and hold a slingshot attack.
That you can do. That is fine. All right.
With a potion in the
Sparrow,
other
what are
hand.
you doing?
All right.
Well, actually, any bonus actions, reactions, dialogue, flavor?
Right.
What would you like to add to
I'm
the
feeling
scene,
very
Basil?
heroic at this moment, correct?
You are, I think.
Yes, you are. You are no longer afraid.
All right, you thought you were scary. Well, now
But
you
it
got
is
the
now
joke.
directly in front of you as it just tried to swipe at Narbel.
There's heroic and there's stupid.
And you are heroic right now.
Okay, get a load of this, big boy. Okay, I get him with my sword. With my... What do they call
So
it?
you got your rapier out?
Yeah,
Okay, so I am going to make a rapier attack. Is that correct?
yeah,
For you,
yep.
Caitlin? Yep. Caitlin's
Use
frozen.
that
Oh,
thing with the +4 too.
+4? What thing
Yeah,
with the +4?
One of
And
the
you've
things
got
I can
advantage to
do.
this, Barry.
He has
Oh, I
advantage as well? Okay, well he's
Yeah,
got...
because I gave him the help action.
Alright, so
Okay.
help action, you got +9 already.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling with advantage with +9, so that's a 19 to hit. And
It hits.
that hits. Okay, so his rapier. Now, is Narbel in fucking melee range? Yeah. Because
I'd
this
say I am
He is,
right.
yes.
he is, so he gets a sneak attack on this as well.
It's directly
Yeah.
in front of him. They are standing side by side.
Right.
Yeah.
But as long as he has somebody in melee range, he gets sneak attack, I think. So he does 10 damage straight off the bat, and then with his sneak attack, sneak attack is another 46. So 10 plus 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17, plus 2 is 19, plus 6 is 25.
Okay.
That's a chunky amount of
That
damage.
is a chunky amount of damage.
And that is a rapier +1, so it's magical damage too, just in case that matters.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. All right. You take your rapier out and you scour this undead thing. You swipe it through its fog and it seems a bit taken aback and its face snaps to you. It is not very happy at that amount of damage you have dealt.
And there's his last line, he says, "Now who's having a bad night?"
Now, Vel, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to hit him hard with my devotee's sensor.
Okay.
Hope it hits. That there is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Huzzah! Alright, that is a D8. Where the fuck's my D8's gone? There they are. D8 plus 4 bludgeoning. That is 8 bludgeoning damage and 6 radiant damage. Second attack. 23. 6 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 10 bludgeoning damage and 7 radiant damage. And
How do you want to do this?
I think I just smash, take out its legs, and while it's floating in the air, I come down hard with the other end of my sensor and just crush him into the earth.
As you take your weapon and disintegrate this ghostral, spectral being, it seems to just dissolve into mist, and there is no remnants of the creature.
You've done it, Narbel! You did it! You did it! You two did it! Well done! Well done!
We got it, guys.
I'm still here. We're good.
Did the
Okay.
creature's scream sound like the scream we heard?
It did.
That motherfucker.
I feel dizzy now. I have some wax in my bag somewhere. We could plug our ears.
Make a perception check for me, please.
See,
15.
15.
Perception 16.
You see
Sparrow
the surface of the circular disc start to wobble.
19. Right, do
You
you
can see
think?
that
do you-
the surface of the specular disc is starting to wobble,
Do we
and
need to
another
break?
spectral hand seems to be getting its way up.
No! Cut it off!
mirror.
Cut it off now! Top it! Cut it off! Break the mirror! Something! Do something!
I smashed the mirror. Hit the mirror.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit for Barry. Okay, so this is with your rapier again.
Yeah.
Okay, actions. Here we go. +9. That is only a 14. Does that hit the mirror?
It seems to glance off. You don't hit them. You hit the mirror, but it doesn't break. If that makes sense, it seems
Okay.
to glance off to the side.
I know. Oh, I can't do it, eh? I was
Can I
gonna.
cast Sacred Flame on the mirror? It needs to make a Dex 14 saving throw.
saving throw.
It fails. It's a mirror. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, cool. So it takes 2d8 radiant damage. That is. Wait, I'll just. No, wait. I don't add anything to that. It is a 13 radiant damage.
And it's sort of fire, correct?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame.
So fire adjacent.
It's radiant. It's not fire.
The radiant spirit, tongue of energy leaves your hand and settles around the mirror. The hand retracts back into the mirror as it howls in pain, and the mirror's surface is unchanged.
Okay,
Cover it.
So
Can we cover it?
I'm gonna try and do that high pitched thing again. See if it works. Now I know what I did the first time.
I'm going to take a bolt of cloth out of my bag or a cloak or something that I have in my bag and cover it. Just put the mirror, cover the mirror.
You take out an invisible cloth and put it over the mirror.
It's not invisible. It's not invisible.
As soon as you leave it, it is no longer invisible and it covers the mirror. The screaming stops.
good thinking, Tom.
Well, apparently I was quite bright for my age.
Well, you've always seemed pretty bright to me. That's why I stick around you know.
Oh, Sparrow, you're kind to me sometimes. Why aren't you always this kind?
Well,
'cause he had a good
I'm
night's
not
sleep
always
at the
so
bottom of the
scared, you
pool.
know.
All right, let's make our way, shall we?
Shame we can't cover the one up there.
No, that would be nice.
Keep an eye on it.
Bye.
Make a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Caitlin, you've already spooked me.
21.
6.
Sparrow's is a 23.
As you look up at the disc that is above you, just to check,
Oh,
expecting to see a horrible visage of a skeletal hand, the surface seems dark. It's no longer a light.
why is that,
it's-
I wonder?
It's like by covering the one down the bottom, you've stopped whatever was allowing it to be connected to this earth, to this world.
I think that worked.
Well,
Let's. I think let's chalk that cloak up to a loss and make our way forward.
I didn't like that one anyway. It was the
get
wrong
your
colour
eyes.
for my eyes.
that's true, you know.
Your
I
invisible
often
eyes.
thought that.
Yes. All right, which way? Which way do you want to go?
That way.
All right, let's. Same trick again. Here's the rope. Hold on to it.
Got it.
I move out ahead, stealthing ahead.
And I'm stealthing.
Make a group stealth check.
Okay.
I'll leave it to those guys.
That is with advantage, so that is a 18 for Tom,
13 for Narbel.
a 21 for Sparrow.
You stealth along the corridor and you leave the horrible visage behind you. There is still the smell of moss. The air around you feels damp. You can still hear that trickle of water, but it seems to be getting louder.
I go back to
think
these
we're going
guys.
the right way.
Can you hear that, Narvel? Sparrow?
I can hear it.
Do you think it might be a fountain or something?
Sounds more like a kind of
It could be in the sewer.
stream or something.
I think it's a magical fountain. I think it's
I
going to
hope it's a
heal us
magical
and make us
fountain.
better.
I hope
hope it's
so.
Hope magical fountain gives me wings.
Well, you know, the Fays can't all be bad, can they? All the time? Surely.
Well, you say bad, but it's the rules for their morality are different. What you're used to. It's instead of good evil, think blue orange.
What?
They think differently.
Are you blue or orange?
I like orange. Orange is like the sun. That's better for me.
I see.
Why are we having a conversation about blue and orange? We should
We're
be
talking
moving
about
forward.
morality and how it
Do we-
differs wherever you are.
Do we go towards the water sound?
Absolutely.
I guess
I
These
think
crowns
so.
are good for water.
it's the only clue we have right
I
now.
think so. Let's go.
All right, I'll go ahead again. Sparrow, stay behind Narbel and keep an eye at the back.
Okay.
All right, I go ahead
And
again.
that I do.
Pass out
I
the
watch
brush
the
again.
map.
The funniest part of this is that he he doesn't have dark vision, so he's like the worst person to scout.
As you turn the
I realize I
corner-
should have cast invisibility on Sparrow. That's what I should have done.
As you turn the corner, Tom, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Perception check coming up. That is a... Oh, that's Sparrow's character sheet. That is a 14.
On the wall in front of you, because you've just turned a corner and there's a wall directly in front. It's a dead end. There seems to be some writing. This time, the words, you can see it. It reads, "The fight for the prize begins soon. The victor will claim the symbol of our deity. You will witness to be a great contest." Sorry, you will be a witness to a great contest.
We will be the witness to a great contest? I read it again. What is it? Tell me again.
The fight for the prize begins soon. The victor will claim the symbol of our deity. You will be witness to a great contest.
Tug, 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 tug.
I come up to Sparrow and lead him up to where Tom is.
You see that? On the wall, right in front of
No,
you.
I see it, but I don't like it.
I think we're gonna get to the end, and then we're gonna watch someone else do something. We're witnessing a battle. I think it's good news.
Witness.
Sparrow, you speak Thieves' Cant, correct?
Yeah.
So do I.
So do you? Both of you speak Thieves' Cant?
No,
You s-
I don't. I speak.
No, you don't?
No, I don't. I'm a sorcerer. I'm not a bear.
Sparrow, you notice that on the edges of this notice, there are inked in symbols. They look like they weren't meant to be there originally, but someone has written them in. Their symbols are reminiscent of the words for earth, fire, wind, and water.
Oh, look at these symbols.
What are these?
Can't escape graffiti anywhere.
They- No. That's earth. That's wind. That's water, eh? Water and fire.
Why?
It's in Thieves' Camp.
Those are
Well, they
not the
certainly
symbols for
can whenever
water,
they
air,
want.
fire, and that's nothing like the symbols. I mean, the fire is an upright triangle, water is a downright triangle, and earth is a downright triangle with, or an upright triangle with a line through it, and air.
It's done in a certain language, my friend.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
In case someone like myself came along and could.
But that's just confusing because I mean, I'm the sorcerer here. I'm the one who's supposed to know about magic. I don't understand this at all.
Well, it's called Thieves' Camp.
Thieves can.
Can't. Yeah.
Why
can.
can't they?
They can. That's the point. It's a language
Oh, I see.
that thieves use.
All right. I'm just getting a little etchy in here, twitchy.
No, understandable. But remember what I said. Fire, what? So there's a connection. He's trying to tell me something.
All right, so we think about this. There's elements are involved. So magical elements, alchemical elements.
Well, we know.
We
as
did
much
water
from
already.
Our association with whichever court is playing around. Like we are taps a shell crown. We're tied to the water guys. So
Yeah.
So
That
are you
makes
saying
something
we're
makes
the
sense.
water team
Yeah.
or something
We're
like
the
that?
water. So the battle must end up with those elements being at the end. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
is there a certain context to the symbols that has one above the other or them closer to each other to indicate
Superiority or something like
yeah
that.
superiority
Yeah.
or combative or something like that?
Well, is there?
On the rectangular piece of paper,
Yeah.
air, fire, water, earth.
Which one's which, Sparrow?
He points to the different ones and shows which one is what.
I suppose just keep that in mind for when we get to where we're going.
Can I make a... Can we take the piece of paper with us?
You reach up, you grasp the piece of paper, and you easily tear it away.
It's invisible now.
Where the piece of paper was, a new piece of paper is created with the same message, although it is missing the markings.
That's like what that lady did to your loot.
Yeah. You know, that loot survived that attack with the creature. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw it destroyed. I literally watched it as it exploded in its face. And yet, when we appeared here in this maze, it was intact. I'll show you. No, I can't show you. I suppose I could show you. But anyway.
No, hold on to that for now. Oh,
Give me that paper. Let me have a look at it.
Yes, here.
Maybe Septon check to see if you can grab this piece of paper that is invisible.
Well, I take his hand and slip
Okay.
it into his hand.
Okay. Okay.
How long does invisibility last for?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
Okay, right. I have a look and see if the person that wrote this left Thieves' message apart from the one that he left, the secret one.
You turn it over.
Yeah.
On the back of the piece of paper, you see the outline of a map. You see a circular maze that is incomplete. There are various sections that have been crossed out and marked, and there is a symbol that says danger. And at the center of the maze, there is again a symbol for harmony and earth, fire, wind, and water to the entrances of that area.
so we came into the water part.
Shall we go?
Yes.
Do I notice him looking at the other side of the paper?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Have a look at this, my little friend.
I come over and have a look. So yeah, I came all the way over to have a look.
Very good. All right.
So
Any?
somebody's been in here and they've made a map of this maze and this is where they've been?
I would assume so.
Can I just check to see that this doesn't happen to be the exact path that we've been taking?
Make a history check.
Okay. History check. History. There it is. 19, 20. Flaccid 20.
This is in fact the path that you have taken to this point. But
This-
there is parts that have also been added in.
So
It seems whoever marked this on the back of this piece of paper entered from the water side of this maze.
So they entered from the
Yes.
same side that we did.
Correct.
Okay. Do you see this? Look. But there's little deviations in places. Is that about right?
Yes.
And they've come back to this path. So we've taken a pretty clear path. We're very lucky, I think, to have gotten this far.
Pretty good.
The
Very good, yes.
the drawing, do I recognize it? Is it my drawing?
It's written in a hand that you're unfamiliar with.
Oh, thank God, thank God. Thank God.
So let's follow the path to where it says harmony. I'm sure that's where we need to go.
Do you think we should put the map back for the next team person that comes along this way? I mean, I feel sorry for anyone else. I mean,
I
someone
think the
was...
game will be over once, if and when whoever wins.
I suppose so.
Have you got any paper?
Wait! Did Edith put this here?
She could have.
She's the only other person on our team. And the last person to come through here would have been 100 years ago. And the paper regenerated on the wall, so it's not the same paper. It has to be Edith.
Hopefully she's okay.
Am I right? Do you think I'm right? Or am I missing something here?
No,
I'm not
no,
sure
you
about the
could be
100
right.
years, but hopefully she hasn't been alone for that long, because I don't think Goliath's lived that long.
Well, 100 years? No, I hope not.
Anyway, let's keep going. Nothing else.
Yes, yes,
Getting
man.
down here.
I have to move before my spell runs out.
Come on.
All right.
Stealthing.
All right. So, yes, stealthing. Stealth checks.
Yes.
Okay. So, Tom
6.
gets an 24. Sparrow gets a 22. So I'm at the front, he's at the back, and Narbel with his 6s in the middle.
That's
I
fine.
don't-
I'm counting as a group stealth check. That's 2 successes and 1 failure, so that's fine.
Hooray!
You managed
Hey,
to
Luke Morford,
mask
87, welcome.
Narbel's awful plungering footsteps.
Clank, clank, clank.
You tell him which places to stand that will allow him to put his footfalls to be slightly more quiet as you make your way back down the path that you came, back to the second deviation, and following the second way rather than the way to the dead end.
Okay,
Can someone roll a percentage dial dice for me, please?
sure. 85.
85.
Alright, must be good. That's like a B+.
You enter a pathway.
So I'm 30 feet ahead, rope, invisible, stealth. Right.
The pathway seems to be more natural in its state. There is water trickling down the walls. There is moss. There is mushrooms. There is a slight glow to this area. Tom, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Are there any butterflies?
There are no butterflies.
Perception check.
There are some moths.
Ah, this perception check is not that flash, but we'll see. It is a 11. Wait. That can't be right. 4. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You wander down this more naturalistic path, and as you are moving slowly and steadily, you do not notice that suddenly the ground disappears and you fall. The rope going taut as you pull forward into darkness.
Now I'm gonna either cast Featherfall, or sorry, not Featherfall, Web, or I'm gonna wait for Narbel to catch me.
I've got the rope tied around my waist just for
So
this kind of thing.
how many feet back is he, and how taut is the rope?
So you were 30 feet ahead.
Yeah. And I had the rope
and
wound
you
around my
fell.
hand.
Okay, as you fell, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw to hold on to that rope and maintain that
Okay.
distance.
All right. Dex save for Tom is +3. It's not very good. 7.
You
Dex.
unfortunately lose the grip of that bundle that you were holding, and you fall about 50 feet until the rope goes taut and you are able to catch onto it. I would like you to take
50 feet. If I'm going to fall 50 feet, I would definitely cast web.
Okay.
Unless I think I'm not going to die.
You're attached to a rope. You managed, you lose grip, but because it was wound, you still managed to grip onto it after falling.
Okay.
But you will take 3 points of rope burn damage.
Okay, 3 points of rope burn damage. All right, that's fine. It's not worth losing my invisibility over.
Oop, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can I climb?
Let me give you a hand.
Okay,
Should I make it?
he's helping me then.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you sort of pulling the rope as you move your way towards
Yeah.
where your companion disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to,
I disappeared a long time ago.
For the second time this evening, in a much more dramatic fashion.
Much more verbal fashion.
So can I stop pulling him up then?
Yeah, so you sort of have to make your way to where he was.
Okay,
And so you also enter this area that seems to be much more naturalistic. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
What does the tunnel where I am look like? You say it's 50 feet deep. Is it
Yes.
just like this, or is it like this? Or is
So
it
you've managed to fall, and you're looking, and you're sort of hanging, and around you, after you get your bearings, you see luminescent mushrooms and a canopy of leaves and trees, and there are butterflies, and it seems to be an oasis, and below you you see a lake of green water that also seems to be slightly luminescent. It's green and blue and pink, and it doesn't feel dangerous. It's just a little bit further down than you would like.
Okay, so when I come up, that's wonderful.
I need Narbel to make a perception check to see if he also falls into the hole.
I rolled
first.
an 18.
Okay, you see the hole. You see that
The rope
a few
disappears.
steps forward. You can't see the rope. The rope is invisible. You're touching the rope.
She's right.
That's true, yeah. So complicated.
You see where the path seems to drop away, and on the edges there is a staircase that seems to be descending down and spiraling. But you can definitely see where, if someone were not paying attention, they would have fallen.
All right, Sparrow, let's get him up.
Okay. So do I get out?
Yeah, you get out. They easily pull you out. You're a halfling. He's a hobgoblin. There's enough strength there.
I have a +4 to my strength.
Sparrow!
8 to athletics.
Sparrow,
What?
Narbel,
What?
it's wonderful down there. I mean, it's a long way and it's very dangerous, but there's a lake and there's leaves and butterflies and
Well,
I don't know if I'm seeing things or if this is more fey magic, but it was beautiful.
honestly, here there isn't much difference between the two things. But it's better than being up here in this maze. Let's go.
I suppose we
Let's
could.
follow the stairs.
Yeah.
There's
yeah, I was thinking that
stairs?
myself.
Stairs? What stairs?
These
there.
ones.
Oh.
It's okay. It's dark in here. Anybody would have missed it.
Sparrow, remind me next time that I should cast invisibility on you.
Okay.
I should have thought
I
of
will.
that.
Yes.
You know, you can see in the dark and I can't. Makes perfect sense. I mean, and you're much braver than I am too.
Oh, I don't think so. I've seen much bravery from you today.
Bravery. I'm terrified, Sparrow. I'm terrified and I'm worried about where Edith is.
We'll find her, my friend. We'll find her.
All right,
Have no fear.
let's go.
All right.
You make your way down to this oasis.
Yep.
Stealthily.
Make your way down these stairs. They're
Stealthily.
I will let you have your stealth rolls from before. It's fine.
Carefully.
You make your way carefully down these stairs, and they seem to wrap around the room. And this room seems a lot wider than the previous 10-foot across maze that you saw above. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see that the ground is covered by a layer of water, and you will need to get your feet wet in order to reach the bottom.
Oh.
As you glide through the water to the surface area, it's covered in a moss that is blue and pink. And as you continue into this area, to your right there is a dais that seems to have 4 pedestals. In the center, there is a shape of a star. And as you look up, there seems to be a beam of moonlight. And you can see a moon that doesn't seem to want to hold its phase. It keeps shifting from a gibbous to a crescent to a full moon to a gibbous to a crescent to a full moon. And it just seems to be spinning on its axis.
Might be good news. It does not have a dark phase.
That's a good point.
It's almost like it's going through the seasons.
No, it's a month, Sparrow. It's going through a month. It's just 1 month. It's a phase. 1 month phase.
I'm gonna approach the daises. Are there any markings on them?
Not more.
There are.
More days.
Do you read Sylvan?
Do not. Hey, I. That's a funny language again.
I don't happen to have anything useful.
Comprehend languages.
Yeah, no. I've got detect thoughts.
Me too.
Fuck.
Do you all step onto the dais?
No, hell no. What?
I'm standing on it.
Why would we do that?
You're also paranoid. I love it.
No, I'm standing on it. I'm fine. Nothing can harm me.
I'm gonna join my buddy standing in the middle.
I'm still invisible. I'm gonna stand well the fuck back.
Come on, Tom. Come on.
Why would we do that? What are you doing? Are you crazy? Do you want another fight or something? I mean, wait, are you mad? What? No, I don't want to do this.
What did I tell you about Orange?
I don't want to do this, Snowbell.
As Tom enters the dais and all 3 crowns are on top of the dais, your crowns seem to light up again. The luminous light that has been continuously throughout seems to get brighter, and the dais starts to move, and it spins in a clockwise direction, and the sky goes dark, and one of the daises goes below, one of the pillars on the dais, goes below the pillar, and then it rises up again, and it shifts, and as it spins open, you recognize a rather large figure, also wearing a crown, closed eyes, is very peacefully asleep as Edith is enclosed in a crystalline coffin that is standing upright.
Yeah, she's safe, even if,
We can wake her up.
stoned.
We have to find a way to wake her up. We have to get her out of that. We have to wake
First
her
thought
up.
is to hit it with my sensor really
Yes.
hard, but
Knock it. Give it a knock first.
I'm just gonna tap it with the
As you go to make towards the pillar, an arrow sails through the air, and what's your armor class, Arbel?
20.
It misses. It glances off the back of your hand and spirals out into the secondary location, into the water with a...
Where did
And-
that come
Okay.
from? Where did it come from?
Make a perception check.
I don't see anything.
12.
14.
That's all good. On the stairs, there is a set of people. 2 of them are dressed in red, and 3 of them are dressed in green, and they are coming from opposite directions, and they are entering this final arena.
Give me the rope. No. No, no.
I untie it. Well,
Get away from the dais.
too late. We already stood on it.
You go and deal with them. I'll see if I can get Edith out.
Got it. Come on. You 5, us 2. It seems pretty fair to me.
5! And then the person who shot is one of the people in red, looks across and notices the people in green. Oh God. We're all coming down here, aren't we?
Well, where else would we go? Come on.
The people in
Sure.
green seem to be descending the staircase quite hurriedly. The 2 people in red are poised and ready for a fight. And off behind you, you notice a rustling, and you turn. And behind you, there are people dressed in sort of a yellow outfit. But it's just one person. And they are wearing the crown reminiscent of air.
Well, the gang's all here. Look, it doesn't have to descend into fisticuffs. That's what they want. That's what they want. Surely, if we put our heads together, there's a way where we can fuck them out of the fun.
You propose an alliance, the person in yellow says.
I see no harm in it. Better than us killing each other for nothing.
I would like to get out of here.
As would I. I've got places to be. I've things to drink. Oh,
I've
what a
got
world
people
I
to
wanna
sing
go back to.
for.
I couldn't make the dais work by myself. It's not working. I couldn't. The person in yellow seems to clasp their head and starts to cry. And the 3 people in green start to encroach. The people in red are still holding the arrow. What are you doing?
You, up there. We need to be down here. I think. All of us.
Is it safe?
This room's called Harmony. That seems pretty indicative to me that we should all be down here.
How do you know that?
We found a map.
A what?
A map.
Map.
Make a persuasion check.
I shall. Can I do that with
Can I
Yes,
help him? Can I help
yeah.
him? Because I
Yes.
got persuasion, yeah.
You can do it with advantage.
Can I investigate these various groups of people?
You sure can. Roll investigation.
persuasion? Okay. That is a 19.
The person in red you see is terrified and also starts to make their way down the stairs. The person holding the arrow and the bow is looking at their partner going, "What are you doing?" And what else are we supposed to do? We've lost one of us.
Feel
And
free
they
to
start-
keep your weapon up. Look, I'm not holding anything. You have me at a disadvantage.
Whatever we have to fight, it seems we have to fight it together. All of us against it.
The person in yellow goes, "Oh God, no more fighting. I just wanted to go to a festival."
I've got just the friend for you.
The persons in red make their way down the stairs. The person clutching the arrow still clutches the arrow and still has it knocked and just seems to point it between the 4 teams. Well, the 3 teams that aren't his.
You with the arrow. You keep clutching that arrow, but point it outward.
Why, what's here?
Well, precisely. We don't know what's out there yet.
We don't know what the end of their game is.
Yes. So be ready. But we need to be on each other's side. Or we're not going to win this. And I'll use my persuasion for it.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Yeah.
I'm looking around to see if there's any objects that look like I could use them as a catapult for my catapult spell. Rocks.
There is
and stuff
various
like
rocks, mushrooms,
that. Mushrooms. I've got different
arrowheads.
rocks.
In fact, what was your investigation check? Sorry,
It was a 9.
it's a 9. Okay, rocks. There's a couple of arrowheads that you find nearest one side of the dais, and there's mushrooms. There's a few projectiles in the vicinity.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't leave much room for improvisation.
Can I make a stealth hidey check?
Yes, you can. You are invisible. You get advantage.
Okay, cool. Because that is a 26.
You are, as far as anyone's concerned, the water team has also lost one of their companions.
Which we are playing into.
Okay, right. All the healers, protect all the healers, those who fight. All right.
What are
Okay.
What are we fighting? One of the
I-
people in green says. It doesn't
Okay.
look like there's anything here other than just like water and moss and rocks. And what is that? They point up towards the ceiling where the moon is now phasing faster and is now including a moment of darkness.
You know, if I were to guess, I'd say it's a timer. I think we all have to get onto the dais together.
Yes. That's why I say let's face our weapons out and get ready for something outward. Because I think the moment's arriving fast.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there's various forms of agreement.
Yep.
The person with the arrow is still holding it.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I agree with this idea about the phasing and stuff with the moon?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Natural 1 for a 3.
It's a timer. It's a celestial timer. Narbel has hit the nail on the head.
Right, I'm gonna get on
my
it.
intelligence and wisdom.
I jump up with them onto the dais then. I
All right.
scramble up invisibly and hidily and sneakily, etc.
As the others enter onto the dais, Edith drops below, and you cannot see her anymore.
I grab Narbel's hand.
I know.
And the moon seems to just fix in darkness.
Young Darla, please, please don't let Edith die. Don't let us die here.
It doesn't seem to like that all of you are on there.
Get off. I don't know. Can I make a wisdom save again or something to I don't know. I feel intuitively like I might be metagaming now, so I don't know how to play that. I want to make a check rather than say something.
What are you going to say? You can say get off. You're invisible. They don't know where the voice is coming from.
Oh, it's not that. It's just that I made that natural 1 on the Arcana check, so I thought it was a great idea to get on here.
No, that's perfectly fine. You thought it was a timer, but now that the situation has changed, you're welcome to have then made a different conclusion.
Okay. Get off of here now. And I tug you, Narbel.
Where is that voice coming from? What is that voice? Oh God, we're here. The ghosts are back. You just hear these different.
I'm not a ghost,
voices, things.
but I'm here. I'm invisible. Get off now.
Okay. Everybody listen to the voice.
My name is Thomas. I'm with the water team. I'm staying invisible. I don't want to be seen by anyone. Not right now. It's better this way.
Yep, they get off. The majority of them get off. The person who was holding the arrow really tight does loose it, but it doesn't hit anybody. It just seems to go wide as they got the fright from the invisible voice
I'm sorry about that.
speaking.
A little afraid right now.
What is happening? Everyone seems to move except for the person who is dressed in yellow.
You don't need to be afraid of me. I'm a halfling.
As she's the only person who's standing on the dais, it seems to rotate again. And this time, one of the pillars with the air sign lifts up. Jordan! Oh, Jordan! Oh, no! What's happening?
Jordan
And-
is her... Oh, sorry.
Jordan is you see another glass coffin rise.
Yeah.
This time it is a half-orc gentleman. He is also peacefully asleep, and he wears the wreath of air.
Well, anybody got any ideas to get our friends out of their coffins? I assume the rest of you lost somebody too.
There seems to be a muttering of agreement. Yeah.
So any big ideas?
Well, it seems that they only rise up when their teammates are on the dais.
How much time is left on my invisibility?
It lasted about an hour, yeah? It's nearing its end.
Alright, I'm just gonna cancel it. Oh wow,
Weirdly good timing with the set music.
Yes.
Amazing. The invisibility drops, and you...
I'm sorry, everyone. I have one thing I can offer you. I would like to cast Calm Emotions on the really scared people.
Okay.
I know it's pretty much a waste of a spell slot, but it's in character, and
It's not a waste. If it helps, it helps.
it doesn't do much, really. I mean, you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma save or choose to fail. If they choose to fail, the creature can suppress any effect causing the target to be charmed or frightened. When the spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, providing that its duration has not expired. It is concentration. It's up to a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, you can make the target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards.
What's the DC?
The DC for me is 16 on a charisma save.
3, 10, 3. Oh my gosh. And a 19. Okay, one person... Oh, and I need to roll another one. 14. Okay, 2 people save, the rest of them fail.
They can choose to fail so that they are not afraid. I mean, that's the point is to take away their
I don't know what
fear.
you're doing. You haven't announced it, you just cast it.
Right, okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Do you want to say, hey, I've got something that will sort of help us? Or...
Well,
you
I
just
guess
cast it
I
out
mean,
of the blue?
okay, so it's one action. You attempt to suppress a group of people. I'm just trying to figure out how to roleplay it. Okay, so who seems to be afraid out of them?
The person in yellow,
Okay.
the person in red who was holding the...
It's all right.
Well-
It's all right. Yondala can help you. She'll take away your fear like this. See? Is that helping?
Okay.
Calming.
it is.
Isn't it? And what
Helping?
about you? I can calm you as well.
Yeah. They all seem to come under this calmness
Come
of
closer.
motions.
Come closer.
They don't seem to be at each other's throats anymore. The person in yellow, who was definitely terrified, seems to relax and is now just going up to the coffin and has placed the hand on it. What do we do?
We need to investigate everything, I think. Look at
Investigate
it closely.
what?
Look at the coffin. Check it out. Look under it. I don't know. Look around it. Does it open?
I'll go over to Thingamajig's coffin and have a look around it.
Are there
As
any,
you step onto the dais,
any cracks in
the
it?
coffin drops, and now that there are 2 people on the dais, the moon disappears again, and it is just black,
Oh.
and you can't see them anymore.
Is there any light in here?
There is luminescent mushrooms. The water has also got an element of lumosity to it.
Okay.
So there is there's a lot more light in here than there was in the maze.
Okay. So the coffin has dropped, and we can no longer see Edith's coffin. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Was
So-
there any
so long as-
noise with it?
Pardon?
Was there any noise with it when it dropped? Like, did it splash or something like that?
There didn't seem to be any perceivable noise. It just seemed to just turn and go down, other than the moving of maybe cogs or earth on earth.
Okay.
It seems whenever a person from a select group stands on the dais, their teammate will rise from the ground. But as soon as another teammate or another team stands on the dais, it drops and no one can be seen.
Hey, can any of you guys? And Narbel's just gonna gesture at the Sylvan from before. Can any of you read that? We couldn't, unfortunately.
One of the green team stands forward. They are an elf, and the person in yellow, they raise their hand and they can. I can read it.
Well, come on, we're just taking stabs in the dark here. Like these are instructions.
Okay. By the 4 points of a star, I falter when questing. Elevate your course, and you shall find where enlightenment leads. 4 elements stand in unity. I can't.
Do we have to stand on
What-
each other's pedestals or something?
What is that last word? The person in green moves over. Doors open when blood is drawn. Sacrifice brings the coming dawn.
No. What does this mean? Someone's gonna have to fight or die.
It's pretty clear to me what that means.
Wait, sacrifice. I mean, what about money? Well, we could give it money.
Save blood, Tom.
Well, I've got some spare blood I could probably let it have, like maybe a little bit. Like maybe if I just prick my finger and let some out, and it will be alright. Do you think? I mean...
Narbel's going to pull out, like, a little knife from his pack, and he's just going to cut his hand over the dais and, like, just spill some onto it.
Narbel, be careful. You don't want to bleed to death.
That's okay, I got it.
The blood
Any
drips from your hand and lands onto the stone dais, and it starts to pull. There doesn't seem to be any change.
I don't think it's working, Narbel. Wait, no. Wait, no.
You know what this means, Tom.
It means that we all have to try then.
No.
What do you think it means then?
Well...
You think there's no hope? We just turn...
Well... you know what you just said was actually a better thing than what I was considering.
What were you considering?
Well, sacrificing myself for everybody else here.
Narbel, that's ridiculous. You can't do that. No.
I certainly can.
What?
So that's part of my oath.
Narbel, that might be your
Anyway.
oath, but it's not the day for that kind of thing, alright?
Anyway. Well, it's that or we kill each other, and the last person standing gets out.
Oh, no.
That's worst case scenario. Me just dying, middle case. Top case, best scenario is like what you just said. We all donate a bit of blood.
I have another idea, but it might take some time.
Sorry,
Like,
just like to butt in. There's
Who-
already people in the dais.
yeah.
There already seems to be a sacrifice. Or what? Each of us have lost someone.
No, please.
It
Is
doors open.
Is it possible to copy and paste it into a text version that we can read and think about?
Nope, because I made it up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so pretty much by 4 points of a star, I falter when questing. Elevate your cause and you find enlightenment. Doors open. Sacrifice is needed. Doors will open when blood is spilt, basically. There is a little bit at the bottom that is written in common. It basically says the seasonal shift shall take place when the chosen stands victorious and presents their crown. You also notice in the middle of the dais there is a carved circle that looks like it would fit one of the various crowns that are scattered amongst the players.
No, bro, there's only room for one crown.
Well, who says anybody needs to die? We just put one crown on it.
I'm going to try and take my crown off.
Mhm.
Does it come off?
It does.
Oh, okay, this is good news, because last time we couldn't take our crowns off. Do you remember that? They
I
were
remember
stuck.
that.
I mean,
Chuck it on.
I have
You
trouble
see
forgetting
various people removing their crowns. But there's only space for one.
can I
There's-
suddenly race up to the hole and just stick my crown in it?
I would like you all to roll initiative.
Bastard. Hunger Games ass. 8.
8?
I'm going to use my... No, I'm not. No, 12.
12?
Yep. Sparrow is a 15.
Okay. I'm just going to roll 3 because that's easier. Okay. Oh. Lovely. Natural
boy.
1. 6. And a 7. Sparrow has the highest initiative, but after him is Tom, so you can race if you would like. Sparrow, what would you like to do?
Keep them back!
I'll do what he said. I'll try and keep them back.
I'm also going to use Mage Hand to take the crown to the slot. If I
Okay.
can.
How do you keep them back, Barry?
I basically,
You can grapple or shove.
take out my body and I basically try to grapple them and
Okay, so you sort of throw yourself in front of the people as Tom runs forward, and you just like
Yeah.
you trying to like keep them back.
yeah.
Okay. I'll make a strength check for me, please.
Oh, here's a question. Is there anywhere I could cast web behind me?
How does web work, sorry?
Web. You conjure massive, thick, sticky webbing at a point of your choice within range. The web fills a 20-foot cube. From that point for the duration. The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure their area. If the webs aren't anchored between two solid masses, such as walls or trees, or layered across a floor, wall, or ceiling, the conjured web collapses on itself and the spell ends at the start of your next turn. Webs layered over a flat surface have a depth of 5 feet. Each creature that starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. A creature restrained by the web can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. If it succeeds, it is no longer restrained. The webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of webs exposed to fire burn away in one round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Okay, you can cast it on the ground.
So I could
And you
cast it on
can
the
cast it. There is mushrooms and foliage and around the dais where you're all standing.
Any
You
pillars
could
or
probably
anything?
cast it and get everyone in that web, but you would also probably catch you'd probably catch Sparrow because Narbel is close to the dais because he just bled on it.
All right. Can I warn them and say, "Watch out"? Oh no, wait. That will just warn everyone. So no.
Any warning would warn everybody.
Yeah,
But you're welcome to cast it in that area and catch Sparrow and the rest of the competition.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that.
Okay, what's the dex?
The dex save for web is it's a dex 16 check.
16.
So I'll roll for you, Sparrow. Your dex save is
Nope. Okay, so
Sparrow makes it.
the red team and the green team seem to be stuck in these webs.
Sparrow gets a
pours
17.
it spirals up around their legs, and they are trapped and they are stuck, and their faces all head straight towards the dais. They snap to wait. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What is happening? Oh God, we're gonna die. The only person who manages to step out of the range is the person in yellow, who seems to have just been beyond the reach of the cube because they were previously on the dais.
Okay. Sparrow saved. Did Narbel save?
Narbel's close to the dais. He wasn't in it, so he's fine.
Okay. So, cool. So you two are not in the web. So, in which case, I keep going to the hole where the crown goes.
Okay. You make it... What is your movement speed?
My movement speed is... I think it's 25, but it could be wrong.
It's 35 when you're near me.
35 when I'm near you, but am I near you now?
Within 10 feet of me. I don't know.
35. Oh, actually, it's 35 normally.
35 north. Okay, yeah, you make it.
Okay.
You make it to the center of the dais. As you arrive on the dais by yourself, as you're the only team on the dais currently, it rises up and Edith is presented.
I slam the crown into the hole.
As you slam the crown into the hole, it seems to go down and there is a clicking noise and it starts to spin, and as it spins, water seems to pool from the center of the dais and it seems to filter out as it rises, and the sky is now alight with a bright white and blue color. Edith is released from her coffin. It opens and she opens her eyes.
Edith, it's all right, Edith.
Tom, what's happening?
Are you all right? Do you need me to heal you?
No, I think I
have a potion
I'm
for you.
fine. She steps out from the coffin.
We might
You
need
turn to face...
We might need to fight, Edith.
Fight?
I don't know, maybe.
What are we fighting?
These teams. I don't know.
Oh, okay. As the water seems to pool, it seems to rise, and the dais seems to be rising up. Narbel, it is your turn.
I'm going to... Because, Narbel doesn't know this is the end, but Michael knows it's the end. But also, Narbel is someone who's going to use things. I'm going to quaff my potion of speed to have my hasted action, and I'm going to... I actually have no idea what I'm going to do for the first time. I'm going to...
You can step onto the dais as it rises.
I'll step onto the dais, but I'll also cast Enhance Ability on Sparrow, Cat's Grace, so he has advantage on his dexterity checks to help him get out of the spider's web.
Okay, no problem. I don't think he's currently
he's
caught
not
by
in
it.
it. He's not
just
in it.
near
He's not in it? Okay, great.
He made his save.
I don't have anything that'll... You know, I'm just gonna hold an action then.
Hold an action? No problem.
Yeah.
It is now the green team's turn, and they are infuriated. They are angry. You left us? What are you doing? And they start to fight, trying to get out of the web. What is the saving throw, Russell?
6, 7... hang on. I think it's 17. No, it's 16.
Natural 20. 4, 3. Okay. One of them manages to rip itself from the web and starts charging towards the dais as it's slowly rising. They make it about 20 feet before falling over as they trip on their way. And it is now the other two, they start trying to hack at the sticky web that you've popped there. It is now the red people's turn. The person with the arrow pulls one out and fires. It's going to fire at Tom. What is your armor class?
Armor class is 18.
18, and they rolled a 2. It glances off and goes wide as they are screaming at you. The other person ignites their hands with a flammable material and pops it into the webs. The webs ignite, sending a sherry of fire across the area, and everyone in the vicinity takes... How much damage, Russell?
Are they burning themselves?
Yeah, they're burning the web. They thought it would just
Gotta
burn the
get
web.
out.
Okay, hang on, let me track it down again. I'm doing multiple things at the same time here. The web, okay, so burning it does 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Okay. They all take points of damage. Very good. Okay, and the person in yellow runs and leaps and lands on the dais. As they land on the dais, it's no longer rising. It's starting to drop down again.
I'm gonna gust of wind that fucker.
It's not your turn. Oh wait,
When it is,
it's Sparrow's turn currently. What are you doing, Barrow?
Okay, do I see this? I see him jumping for the thing.
You see them land and you see the dais continue to descend. It is now your turn and you are not currently on the dais.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. Now this is I'm gonna do a jumping leap, kick him off, and hopefully I land on the dais.
Okay, so you're gonna run and you're gonna jump onto the dais and you're gonna use your action to try and shove the person off.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make an attack roll for me, please?
Okay, is this a unarmed strike or a
Yes,
weapon
it
attack?
would. It
Okay,
would be an unarmed strike if he's using his foot.
alright. Unarmed
The AC is 15.
Okay. AC is 15. Do you still have that inspiration I gave you?
No, I think he used
I
it.
used it, didn't I?
Okay, that's an 11.
You go to kick and you shove and it does. The person in yellow is still gripping on, still pulling themselves up, and you manage to hit them, but they are not deterred. They are not staying down in this area.
Okay.
It
Tom?
is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to use Gust of Wind to throw him off the dais.
Okay. Is there a saving throw?
Yes, there will be a saving throw. Doop, Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind is a cantrip. Gust, here we go. It's just called Gust. One medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you. It is a strength save 16.
Strength save 16. Okay.
They
Strength.
passed.
No, they rolled a 4 minus
Hey.
1 for a
Hey.
3. They are blown
Okay, so they...
from this dais
Yeah.
and they fall back towards the ground as all 4 of you are now on the dais as it rises up towards where that entrance was, where that moon is, where that blue pale light is. And below you, you hear the sounds of anguish and screaming and "How could you?"
I'm
as you
sorry,
rise
everyone!
out into the light.
I toss a healing potion down.
You toss the vial of healing potion and it just bounces down below. As the 4 of you are ascended into this light, it becomes overwhelming and pulsing and just beautiful, and you've done it. You've escaped, you're out, and you're back in the meadow where you began. It is daylight,
Oh.
and there are butterflies dancing on the breeze.
Where's Edith?
Edith is beside you. All 4 of you are back in that original clearing. And in the distance, you see the remnants of pink and green and blue smoke evaporate on the breeze. You've made it. You've survived the Festival of FAYUM. And it starts to feel a little bit cold as autumn takes its seasonal route.
Sparrow?
I'm gonna use my hasted action to dash and eat a butterfly.
I'm here.
Sparrow? did you...
Can you roll a percentile dice for me, please, Michael?
That's how
You
all
mother-
this trouble started, you know.
You motherfucker, if you give me another goddamn pixie. 95.
It's a normal butterfly. You crunch down. The taste is sweet.
Norval!
Sticky.
Stop
all I
eating
wanted.
butterflies!
And that's the end.
What's wrong with you?
That's good storytelling, reincorporation.
The voice, the sound, the soundtrack is winding down as the camera fades out.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking Narbel and asking Sparrow if he had the same dream that I had.
Oh, I had the same dream. But
Thank you,
let's get
Caitlin.
out of here.
Thank you very much, Caitlin.
Thank you, Caitlin.
You're
that was a lot of
welcome,
fun.
and thank you guys for playing this lovely one-shot of Chaotic Chaos.
Right.
It's
I like
been amazing and fun being a guest DM on Rollstream. Thank you to the audience for watching. It's been a wonderful time being here, and hopefully I come back later on during campaigns. I will definitely be back as a player. To the wonderful Russell DM, RKDM, as he is normally on the stream. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you for having us. Yeah. So peace out. We are gonna raid someone.
Let's raid.
Do anything else? Raidy Pady. I don't know why I said that. That was kind of
Raidy Pady.
Raidy payday.
Raidy
Or
Pady.
Fady.
Raidy Payday. Why is Twitch giving me all these pop-ups? God damn it! Keep it up. You're 85% of the way to your 500 follower goal. Yes, but we need more followers. So come on, follow our shit. and
More
stuff.
followers is great.
Do
Get
the
your friends
thing.
involved. Get your grandma involved.
Right. Get your grandma involved.
All the
indeed.
things. Who are we
Alright,
raiding,
Stream
Russell?
manager. We're looking for the raiding people's thingies and stuff. So just gonna type in Dungeons and Dragons and see who's playing that right now.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons, and presently Mike Moans is playing Dungeons and Dragons, but also so is Crow Plays, who's got 4 people watching, and he'd probably be quite happy to have a few more.
Let's do him.
So let's do him instead, yes. I think that's a good idea. It does look like they're playing... Oh, it's Dungeons and Dragons Online.
That's fine.
No,
Go to them.
no,
Who would play that?
No, we're not going there. We're not going there. That's
Okay.
That's a video game.
Oh, okay. Go somewhere else.
Well, we'll go to
Oh.
Mike Moans. He'll do the
I thought
thing.
you were playing what we just did.
Yeah. If it was what we were just did, I think it was a yes, but no. Go to the other
Yep,
place.
we're going to Mike Moans. There we go. It's done.
Amazing.
And
Bye,
we
guys.
are out. Thank you. Bye-bye.
y'all later.
See ya.
See ya.